If you would like to create a count report of voters in your account by geographic options, or geographies other than precincts or turfs, you can create a custom count report layout. These layouts are created under the Reports section of the navigation menu, followed by clicking Voter File Count Reports. In the Voter File Count Reports page, use the Report Templates drop-down menu to select Create Custom Count Report Layout. This here is our report builder. You can click the Run View Counts button to get a total voter count for your entire district. Note, if you have non-registered individuals activated in your account, those individuals will be included here in this count report as well. This report is completely customizable by the user. Inside of this report, you can insert columns, rows, and you can filter the entire report using a particular universe. You can filter the report to a particular geography as well. Add additional rows for various types of geographies, such as counties, congressional districts, and so on. By default, this report will only show the counts for voters. You can add additional types of counts, such as households, mailboxes, and phones. If you would like to add additional columns into your file, inside of the Insert Columns section, you will use the Select Count Type drop-down menu to select the type of count that you would like to add to your report. The Freehand option allows you to use our freehand query. Demographics will give you the various list of demographic options. PDI Universe allows you to select from our predefined PDI universes. Please note that these universes do not work for any individual outside of California. Support Fields allows you to select by support status. Saved Universe allows you to select from user-defined universes. And Response Code allows you to select from the ID flags in your account. If you have selected the freehand option, you will use the count value text box to enter in the freehand code. Please review our freehand documentation for more information on our freehand query. Demographics will give you a drop-down menu with a number of various demographic fields. PDI universes will give you a drop-down menu with a selection of PDI predefined universes. Support fields will give you the option to select a candidate or issue in the count option drop-down menu, while the count value drop-down menu gives you the option to select the actual support status. You can also add all of the support statuses at the same time by activating the Select All checkbox. Saved Universe will give you a drop-down menu for your previously saved universes. Note, by default, this drop-down menu will only display the universes that you have created yourself. If you would like to see the universes created by all other users in your account, activate the Show All Universes checkbox. Lastly, the Response Code drop-down menu will give you the option to select a survey question and various ID flags associated with those questions. If you would like to display all the responses associated with the question, activate the Select All checkbox. You can then label the column in the Column Label text box. From there, click the Add button, and this will add the column to your report. You will see the column populate down below in the table. The Insert Rows section features the same types of options. The only difference is the name of the label field. This field is named Row Label instead of Column Label, since you are labeling a row. Report Universe functions exactly the same as well, with its field label being named Report Filter Label. Note, you can add multiple columns and multiple rows. However, you can only add one report universe. If you would like to add a geography to your report, use the Report Geography Filter optional text box to enter in the name of that geography. Once that name populates in the table, click on the geography. That will then add the geography to the list below. You can add multiple geographies at one time. If you would like to remove a geography, click the X button, located directly next to the name of the geography. The Enumerate by Rows section allows you to add in various geographic areas that overlap with your account's district, or, if selected, the Report Geography filter. Inside of here, you can select states, counties, congressional districts, Senate districts, assembly districts, supervisorial districts, cities, zip codes, and school districts. You can also add additional columns featuring counts other than voters by activating various checkboxes above the table. This includes households, mailboxes, phones per individual, phones per household, and percentage. If you would like to add a series of rows featuring demographic options all at the same time, you can create something called a demographic configuration. Demographic configurations are created by clicking on the demographic options link down in the bottom left-hand corner underneath the table. Inside of the pop-up screen, use the name text box to name your configuration. Then in the table below, activate the checkbox of all of the various fields that you would like to add into the configuration. Once you have activated the checkbox of every option that you would like to add, you can then drag and drop those options to arrange them in whatever order you would like for them to display in the count report. Once you're done making your selections, click on the Save button. You can do this as well with PDI predefined universes. This is called PDI Propensity Configuration. Click on the PDI Propensity Options link to bring up the pop-up screen. Use the name text box to name your propensity configuration. followed by activating the checkboxes of all the items that you would like to display in the report. You can then drag and drop those options again to arrange the order. Then once you're done making your selections, click the Save button. Once a demographic or propensity configuration has been created, they can be reused again at any time by using the Select Demographic Configuration drop-down menu to select demographic configuration, or using the Select a PDI Propensity Configuration drop-down menu to select your propensity configuration. If you would like to delete a configuration, use the drop-down menu to select the configuration that you would like to delete, followed by clicking the Delete button. If there are any rows in your report that were added in error, click on the trash can icon to remove those rows. If there are any columns that you would like to remove, double-click on the header of the item that you would like to remove, followed by clicking the Yes button there in the pop-up. Once you're ready to run your report, you can click the Run/View Counts button to run the report. If your report is longer than usual, it is highly recommended that you click the Run Counts Send to Pickup button instead. This will run your count report on the back end, and send it to your default pickup folder once processing has been completed. If you did click the Run View Counts button, you will have the option to export your file. Click the Export Counts button to generate a spreadsheet version of the report. The layout of the report can be saved by clicking on the Save Report button. Use the report name text box to enter in the name of the report layout. This is the way that you'll reference the layout again at a later time, followed by clicking on the Save button. If you would ever like to run that report again, use the Save Reports drop-down menu to select the report, followed by either running the report by clicking the Run View Counts button, or clicking Run Send to Pickup. If you would ever like to delete a layout, use the Save Report drop-down menu to select the layout that you would like to delete, followed by clicking the Delete button, then clicking the Yes button there in the pop-up.